Hi, folks. Welcome back to, yes, another episode of the Southern Drink Review. As amazing as it may seem, we are back from the apparent dead. It's been a year since we last did a video, Dan.
I know. I can't believe it's been a year since we had a drink.
Exactly. We've been sitting there complete teetotalers the entire time. All right. So, what are we doing tonight, Dan?
Tonight we are going to do a taste test and sort of a blind taste test comparing two different bourbons.
Yes. So we're doing an A-B comparison test. They are semi-blind. We both know what is being tested. We are testing, and yes, this is a taster because I didn't want to buy a full bottle for something like this, is regular Buffalo Trace, which, okay, everyone knows regular Buffalo Trace, against the Buffalo Trace Single Barrel Select. So, the difference between these two. Do you know what the difference is between these two?
One is much larger.
Yes. Good eye.
Yes.
No, so the difference is actually not that much. So Buffalo Trace is, obviously they take a mash bill, they load it into a whole bunch of different barrels. They let it age for, I think, 6 to 8 years. It used to be a guaranteed 8. I think they got rid of the age statement, so it's somewhere in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And then they...
8-ish.
Yes, 8-ish. And then they go and they blend the various barrels together and they bottle it and boom, you have Buffalo Trace. This is all of the exact same steps minus the blending. So it's the same mash bill, the same barrels, same warehouse, all that other good stuff, but they never blend it. They just take it after it's aged to the point they want to age it and they throw it in a bottle and call it a day. Both of these are sitting at 45% ABV. So behind me, you will see 4 glasses. And so, Dan, if you'll turn with me real quick.
Yep.
Each pair of glasses is the same bourbon. So I'm going to face this way. Dan does not know which glass contains which bourbon, although I do. And Dan's going to grab 2 of the glasses, eat 1 pair. He's going to grab 1 pair and bring it over here, and we're going to taste it. So we're tasting the exact same bourbon. And then we're going to give our thoughts on it. And then Dan's going to grab the other pair. We're going to give our thoughts on it, compare, contrast, and see which one's better, if either one is better, or if they're pretty much the same. Now, I should mention that I actually managed to get a deal on this because the location that I went and bought it from, this is one of their select barrels. They bought the entire barrel. So this was actually cheaper than regular Buffalo Trace.
Nice.
So the regular Buffalo Trace at that location is, I believe, $28, and I picked this up for $24. So if you go to a smaller store where they go and they get boutique stuff like that, a lot of times when they buy the whole barrel, they'll put it up for cheaper than it would normally cost you. So, all right, Dan, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab a pair. Either one, doesn't matter which. I'm not going to watch or anything else. Go. So I was really scared when we first started this because I wasn't sure if we had 4 identical glasses. But luckily, Dan managed to get 4 identical whiskey glasses. So that these are labeled on the bottom. We can't see what the labels are. They're just written in pencil down there. You might be able to when we drink them. I even put the labels on in the exact same orientation in relation to the logo on the bottom of the glass to make sure we could tell. But yeah, we managed to go and get the exact same 4 whiskey glasses, so we should have the exact same experience with every drink. All right, Dan, let's go ahead and give this a quick smell. Okay.
I smell a lot of caramel.
Yeah, lots of caramel. He's from the north. What can I say? Man, tons and tons of caramel.
Yeah, so it smells very sweet.
Yeah.
It smells like candy.
Yeah, pretty much. And you still got a little bit of that green apple alcohol.
Yeah, you do.
But you got that on pretty much everything. Mm-hmm. Trying to see if there's anything else in there besides caramel I'm getting right now. I got a little.
I wonder if there's a little bit of fruit or peach or something.
It's that apple. I'm telling you. But
yeah,
I am getting a hint of the barrel spice on the back end of that. A little bit of baking spices in there.
Yeah, I can see the spice.
So, all right, go ahead and.
Smells yummy though.
Yeah, it does. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Buffalo Trace, it's hard to disappoint. I did close my eyes when I was drinking that. Because as I was picking it up, I started to see shapes, and I realized that you could see what the label was.
Oh, I didn't look.
So I'm just going to close my eyes every time I take a sip. So, wow, that's sweet.
Very sweet.
Super caramel.
Very caramel. Maybe even brown sugar, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, brown sugar, and then that barrel spice hits on the back end.
Yeah, it does in the back end, but it's yummy. It's very yummy. It's like drinking
you got
candy.
that cherry finish. You got that cherry finish on there. But man, it's
yummy. I like it. It's good.
That finish stays with you. That caramel finish. This is all caramel.
Yeah, it's a ton of caramel. It's a sweet. It's a Werther's candy, but not quite that. Doesn't taste the same as Werther's though. I can't say that, but it's like a caramel candy something.
It's a caramel candy that you set there. It's the taste after you eat a caramel candy and you're chewing on a toothpick. There you go. You got a little bit of wood spice in there too.
Yeah, just a little bit though.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming wood spice.
Yeah.
But you've got it there.
You got tons of caramel. So this would be a good one to just sit around and drink. I mean, it's definitely yummy. It's I don't see a lot of. If you're looking for complexity, you can find it in there a little bit. I think because you can really.
Yeah, this is a great center of the road bourbon. It's much sweeter than you'll find something like Jim Beam or Knob Creek or Woodford Reserve or something like that. I can see why Buffalo. I mean, now this is a wheated bourbon, if memory serves correctly.
Okay.
So I'll have to double check that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down here. But I believe this is a wheated bourbon, which does lead to a more caramel sweeter taste. All right, Dan, go ahead and grab the other pair.
Okay.
Don't drink all that.
I'm just sitting right there.
I know, but
it is yummy though.
You drink a good bit of it already.
Yeah, plenty of it.
Whatever. We got to do the AB, and we might. So if we can pick a difference out and we can choose our favorite, in order to make sure we're not fooling ourselves, we are going to do a triangle test afterwards, which I'll explain if we get to that far. Okay. Side by side, this one looks a little darker. I might be wrong on that.
I think it does look a little dark.
It does look a little bit darker to me.
I'm less curious, and I wonder which one this is. But either way, I'm just going to go on taste.
I'm smelling it first,
and I think the smell to me.
Holy cow! This is even more caramel.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it smells. It's a lighter smell. I think.
I'll go back. It is. It does not have that ethanol green apple smell to it.
Yeah, this is much stronger on the
ethanol side.
Yes, on the ethanol.
This
side.
has a much stronger just caramel flavor.
Yeah, it does.
It's just like straight caramel.
It's almost like a dark caramel compared to the other one, but that might just be that my taste buds have changed now that I've tasted the other one, or my olfactory sense has changed. Yeah,
I gotta say, between the nose of the two, I like this one better.
The new one. Or
the new one. I like the new one better. It's just.
Well, when you're comparing them now, after we had drinks, this one doesn't smell as good as it originally did, but you can't smell the caramel. I think the caramel's blown out. I think
this blew out the caramel because you can still smell it on here.
Yeah, you can smell caramel on here.
I think that this is so much caramel that when you compare the two, this one almost disappears because it's overwhelmed by the amount of ethanol.
Okay, well, but I will say that I liked the taste.
Oh yeah, same here.
It didn't taste too alcohol. Didn't taste, So
yeah. So let's go ahead and try this.
Wow. Okay, it's different.
That is very different. That one is like almost completely barrel spice.
Yeah, it's wood. It's wood.
Yeah.
And not as sweet. So the sweetness of this must have just overwhelmed this. This is probably sweeter than we can taste.
It's possible. We'll go back and we're about to do an AB.
Yeah. So you can taste. It's mostly wood flavors. That's not a bad one either.
No. Let's go back and taste this one.
Okay. Still sweeter.
You're right, it is. It is. This one's got more bite to it, a little more. Actually, you know what? This still has more bite to it, actually.
Well, I think
this one's more oak, more barrel spice,
right?
But this one has more bite.
You're right. It does have more bite.
I don't know which one I like better.
So you know what I think we need to do?
What?
I think we need to go and let our taste buds rest, and then maybe try them again. Maybe start with this one, the second one, just to see.
Well, it shouldn't matter because we're doing an AB. We're drinking one right after the other. That should sit there and let us taste the difference.
Yeah.
It's not like we're jumping completely different flavors here. They're similar.
I know, but I think this one drowned out this one for the sweetness.
First of all, these are totally different. I was not expecting them to be as totally different. They're definitely related.
Even after we drank them, they're totally different.
Yeah, these are cousins. They're not. I thought they were going to be twins,
right?
Or at least fraternal twins.
A brother and sister.
Yeah, brother and sister. I can give brother and sister. I give a brother and sister, but they're not.
I think they're cousins. I think they're cousins.
You think they're cousins?
I expected brother and sister, but I think they're cousins.
No, I'd say Old Charter is a cousin Because that's Buffalo Trace
Okay,
too.
if you're gonna get that far out, yeah.
You're right. I got a lot more sweetness on that one. Although it could also just be letting it air a little bit.
And I did let this one relax a little bit. So now, and air a little bit. So let me try the first one again. That was my second one, and I did taste some sweetness in this. Yeah. And so what I'm guessing is that if I tasted this one cold without tasting this other in front of it, that it would be sweet. It just wouldn't be
as sweet,
like candy as this one is. Now I've had some that when you taste it, it is like candy, and we're not talking schnapps or anything like this. This was pleasantly sweet. On the sweet side though. Whereas this one, I bet would be a lighter sweet, but I bet it would still be just as good.
This is still sweeter.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's still sweeter by a good bit. Not even a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's a good Head and Shoulders sweeter. Now the question is, which you like better though?
Now see, I want to come back and try this one after a little bit because I think that this first one is blowing out the sweetness on this.
And we just tried them in reverse order though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that my taste buds are already. They're too excited.
And now I'm just trying to decide. I already know that they're different. Now I'm just trying to decide which one I like better. Plus, it gives me an excuse.
And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know which one I would like better until I try it. Just because this one was so sweet, but it was really good, and I loved it. This one may be the same thing. I might love it just as much, but it may be a lighter sweetness. Because there's a difference between lemon meringue pie and lemon cookies, and I love both. But lemon meringue pie is just kicking your teeth, just a punch in your face lemon, whereas lemon cookies are a lighter flavor, but they still taste just as good.
The funny part is that I like sour stuff more than I like sweet stuff, but I like lemon cookies better than I like lemon meringue pie too. Oh. Non sequitur.
I don't know.
That's the only the kind of content you will get only at the
That's right. Review. If you want to know the truth, I prefer the lemon meringue because I love really sweet stuff. Yes, but in my alcohol, when it comes to bourbons and things like that, I prefer balanced, and and so when something like this was good.
All right, I've got my answer.
I think it could have been balanced a little bit. Let me see.
I've got my answer.
All right, I know which one I guess is which.
I'm actually almost certain I know which one's which too, because
I know which
that's
one
my bottom.
I know which one. I know which one I like better.
Okay. All right, Dan. On the count of three. So this is the second one for you. So the inside one is the second. All right. So we're this is the first one. All right. On the count of three, put your hand over the one you like better. Ready?
Now, this is a thing because I like both of them for different reasons.
I do too, but which one you like better?
Which one am I going to sit down and just drink?
I think they're both able to just sit down and drink.
They are. So which one? So I got to have some criteria here. Is it going to be something where, like, if I want to drink?
All right, Dan. This is the one.
Give me the criteria.
This is the one that is sitting in your bar upstairs, and you're done with your day, and you're like, I want to drink, or you're sitting on the bar back there because he has two bars. He has the ones upstairs, just one of those cabinet bars, and this was obviously a full bar. Mm-hmm. Either way, you got a bottle at the bar, and you're like, I want to have some bourbon. Which is the one you're going to grab? If you have both bottles sitting there, which one's the one you're going to go for more often?
Because in both bottles are exactly the same price.
Yes, we'll put exactly the same price. Exactly the same price. Because you might not be able to find it cheaper like I did.
If I'm in the mood, see, this is the problem. I'd
but which one on your?
It depends on it depends on how I feel that day. If I want something sweet. And I just want to go and drink it down and just enjoy it without having to worry about complexity or anything, I'm going to take number one. If I want to go and drink something where, I'm going to have a bourbon, I'm going to think about it a little bit and just kind of delve into it a little bit, then I'm going to have the second one.
Okay. So
I like them both equally. So there you go.
All right. I like this one better.
Okay.
I do like this one better. And the reason is this one's sweeter.
This one's more complex.
This one's more complex. But I find it an easier drink too because it doesn't have that ethanol bite that the other one does, even though they're the exact same fruit.
Right. It did the ethanol bite on the first one did not bother me. If you want to know the truth.
Well, it's not the fact that it bothered me. Uh-huh. It's just the fact that between the two, I'd rather not have it.
Yeah. Okay. and between the two, I think that this one is just it takes a little bit more work. I think because it's more complex.
Okay.
All
right. So here's the next question then.
Yes.
which one is regular Buffalo Trace and which one's the single barrel. I think I already know.
I think the second one is the single barrel.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and check it out. 1, 2, 3, go. It's regular Buffalo Trace.
My goodness.
My goodness, this single barrel is sweet. I did not realize how sweet this was.
It just depends on the barrel, I suppose.
Wow. Yeah, it does depend on the barrel. It's going to very, very barrel. And I was like sitting there and I was like, man, there is no way that.
I figured this would be the blend. This would be a blended. Like maybe they were going for this.
Yeah.
You know, because it's very it is drinkable. It's sweet. It's and the thing is I don't drink gosh, when's the last time I had Buffalo Trace? I don't know.
Yeah. Probably last time I gave it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm almost certain it's the last time I gave it to you.
Right. I'm positive too. So it's not like I drink Buffalo Trace all the time. So I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I could have sworn that this is the exact same bourbon I've been drinking for the last week.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm a huge tequila drinker, so but I do love bourbon and scotch and everything.
Yeah. All right, Dan. So now that we've decided that they're decidedly different, we're going to prove it. So go ahead and walk out of the room, and we're going to do a triangle test.
Okay. So how are we going to do this? All
right. So here's I'll fix it with the bottle and everything. So the way that the triangle test is going to work, though, is that either you're going to have 2 Buffalo Trace and 1 single barrel, or 2 single barrel and 1 Buffalo Trace, and you've got to pick the odd man out.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you which one it is.
I don't think you'll have to.
All right, go ahead. All right, head on out.
All right.
All right, we're back. So I have got these set up. I want you to close your eyes as you taste them. Make sure you can't see anything through the bottom.
Right.
One of these is different from the other 3. We're going to sit there and see if you can pick out the odd man out. So taste each one individually.
Okay.
So close your eyes as you sip it. Just make sure you can't see through the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, you can open your eyes to grab the next glass, I promise. You don't have to take that big a sip.
It's not a big sip. Oh, now I'm confused.
So we might have just been playing ourselves the whole time, Dan. So if you guys ever want to know if there's actually a difference between something like this, do a triangle test. Have 1 odd man out. And because the chances of you randomly picking the odd man out on accident is 1 in 3. If you get like 4 or 5, once you hit the point of I think 6 people, the chances of you having the wrong one chosen is something incredibly. It's like no. Once you hit 7 people, as long as you have the half of the people plus 1 go and choose, you think this is the odd man out?
Yes, I think what you did was you gave me 2. Mm-hmm. Of the 2 of the single barrel and 1 of the Buffalo Trace.
All right.
Of the normal Buffalo Trace.
This is a single barrel.
Okay.
This. Well, which one do you want me to pick next?
Wait a second. Let me think. So the one that was the sweeter was which one?
It doesn't matter.
No. I want. That's what I thought.
This one is single barrel.
Okay.
So that is Buffalo Trace. You couldn't pick the odd man out.
One of them, I know one of them tastes. There's one in the middle that tasted different.
So
for me, I don't know.
But you didn't pick it.
I didn't pick it. Right.
All right, Dan. Wow, this is much more intimidating when you're on this side.
Yes.
All right.
So we're back.
All right. This is my triangle test. So 2 of these are the same. 1 of them is different. I'm going to see if I can figure them out. Dan
got an F.
Yeah. Okay. Which one I think this is.
I hope you put some music during this time. Different music. Something.
That's the odd man out.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. First of all, this one over here is Buffalo Trace.
There we go.
And now, by the way, I would say that one was single barrel. This one is single barrel. I failed too. Oh, okay. So they are too close to really tell apart.
I guess so.
We thought we had cracked the code.
Yes, it tasted so different.
Yes.
You know, when we tasted one versus the other, and I think it has to do. But see, the thing is, they still tasted different. They still tasted different after we had it. You know?
I think what it is.
The placebo effect.
Yes, we're expecting them to taste different, so they taste different.
Yes.
All right, folks. So Buffalo Trace and Buffalo Trace Single Barrel. Answer: which one's better? Bang for your buck. Whichever one's cheaper, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. They're both good. They're both good.
They're both great. They're
Yes.
great daily sippers, and we could not pick them out between the two. I could have sworn these two were identical.
Yes.
And that one was a darker, deeper caramel flavor, but I was wrong. It's once again two Buffalo Trace and one single barrel, and they. What can I say?
Right.
All right, folks. What after that shocker? You got any final thoughts, Dan?
Yes, we got to see both the placebo effect and
Learn what a triangle test was.
and Pavlov's dogs, because as we were setting it up, I was definitely salivating.
All right, folks. Join us again for another episode of the Southern Drink Review. Next week, we will be doing our annual tasting of Weyerbacher Blithering Idiot. I believe it'll be, 5 and 6 year olds this time? Yeah. I think I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Now, how old can it get before it's undrinkable?
Really, it can't, as long as, because it's sanitary when it goes in, it's capped.
Right.
So it can get oxygen in and out, but you really can't get any microbes in there. And the alcohol preserves it pretty well. I mean, at some point it'll stop tasting good, but it's still safe to drink.
All right.
So, all right, we're going to find out, have we reached that point yet? Once again, Southern Drink Review. I'm Derek.
I'm Dan.
Have a good rest of the day, y'all. Don't forget to check out our other channel, the Dan and Derrick Show. Link is in the description below. Thanks very much. Have a good rest of the day.